Have you ever taken your yarn, thrown it into totes, thrown it into a closet in the back somewhere, or underneath the bed, or stashed your yarn somewhere and you've completely forgotten what's in your yarn stash? Hey everyone, it's Jessie. So I have done that very thing. I have yarn all over the place. We live in a small place and I have yarn in totes in the closet, yarn in totes underneath the bed, here and there, and I am currently in the process of moving. And when I saw these totes, I thought, what do I have in my yarn stash? It's always packed away and I don't even know what I have. So today I thought I would take you along, open up those totes and actually see what is there. Because I do have some projects in mind and it might not be bad to see what I have to inspire me for new projects or to see if I have the yarn I'm looking for the projects I'm thinking of. I'm excited to see what's in these totes. All right, so I'm sitting here on my bedroom floor. I dug out a bunch of totes from underneath the bed. This is my cat Bella here. I also dug out some things, actually this bag right here from the closet. It is actually a craft bag. I have some yarn in here, I believe, if I remember correctly, and maybe even a few finished projects. Let's first check out what is in this tote. I'm very curious. It's been a while since I've opened this up. Oh my. Okay, so I have a bag here filled with scrap yarn. I believe I took this all out because I was working on a bunch of little projects, and yeah, it's kind of a tangled mess. I have I have yarn labels in here. I have a little bit of everything. So yeah, that is kind of a disaster. I'm going to eventually have to go through this yarn and organize it when I move, but that'll be for another day. I do actually have some completed projects in here. I'll just show you quick. This is a tank top that I made with True Boo yarn quite a while back. I do not remember the pattern, and it's kind of wrinkled. It's been sitting in here for a while. Here is another top that I made. I actually forgot about this one. And I believe this is a Evelyn and Peter top. I forget what this top is called, but yeah, it's a nice top. What else do we have? I do have yarn in here, it looks like, but I also have a project, a market bag that I made at one point. And this is a pattern by Rich Textures Crochet. She has a lot of cool stitch tutorials on her channel and market bags, all kinds of goodies. Let's see. Another top. I have forgotten about this one. This is a top by Hooked on Homemade Happiness. I forget what the top is called. All right, I promise we are getting to the yarn soon enough. I'm just showing these to you real quickly since they're in here. This is a cardigan that I had made at one point. I do have videos on showing a lot of my completed projects. If you want to go back and check some of those videos out, I can link some of those too. And that tells a lot more information on where I got these patterns. And let's see. Well, we have a project, one of my first projects that I never finished because I did not like it. Did not at all. I mean, it's pretty, but I just was not liking it. So what else? Okay, now we're to the yarn. We have some leftover yarn. I did at one point start a crochet along, a blanket crochet along, and I wasn't quite liking it. Here's one of the squares that I made, which is nice. And, you know, I made like 4 other squares and I believe I threw those out. I didn't like how it was turning out or how it looked, so I just tossed it. But I have leftover yarn from that. I have a Caron 1 pound yarn inspirations. And I'm not going to be reading all the labels on all the yarns. I'll just read some of them, maybe if I'm thinking about working a project with the yarn. I might go over some of it. Here is another Caron 1 pound. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with this yarn. All right, so that's all we have in that one. I'm gonna push that to the side and we are gonna start another tote. Oh boy, I have a lot of yarn. It's possible I might end up making a part 2 of this video, but we'll see. We'll see how long this video takes. I have a really pretty yarn here. It is Flex Mooshedder. I'm not even gonna try that. So that's what it says here. And it is a loops and threads yarn, and I just find that so pretty. My husband bought this for me quite a while back. I only have one skein of it, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna make with that. And we have a little visitor. Little Mittens decided to come join. So I have 2 cats. All right, I have a bunch of Nubu yarn, which is really nice. It's very similar to Trubu yarn. And I have a whole lot of Trubu yarn, you guys. A lot. And this is just some of it. Let's see. What do I have here? Couple more. Couple more. Lots of beautiful, beautiful colors. I have not figured out what I'm going to make with this yet. I kept thinking I would make a shawl with all the pretty colors together, but I have not done that. We'll see what happens in the future. A few years back at a Hobby Lobby clearance sale, yearly clearance sale, I bought some Yarn Bee Purely Fresh yarn. I loved all the colors. Here is a pretty olive color. I just think it's gorgeous. Actually, it looks like I have 5 of those just in the color olive. And then I have, you know, I feel like I have some miscellaneous, like I feel like I have another color of this too, but I might have put it somewhere else. And this color is plum. It's a gorgeous yarn. I have not decided what I'm going to do with this yet either. I had thought of also making a shawl with all of these, but I've had it for a few years and I've done nothing with it yet. So here is some more of that. This one is in the color Clay. Yeah, I really think I have a 5th color of that plum somewhere, just not here, because all the other colors I got 5 of. Here's another one, that same yarn, and this one is Peacock. Very pretty. And it looks like I have some more yarn from the Hobby Lobby clearance. The Yarn Bee Blended Bliss in the color Clay. You know, that was a few years back was the first time I went to Hobby Lobby to get their clearance yarn. And I just pretty much got as much as I could because it was such a great deal. I am not super crazy. I mean, I've learned since then not to do that. Just get yarns I like. Because I don't know that I'm too crazy about this color. Some more yarn I have is Lion Brand Kobo yarn. Is that how you say it? Kobu. And it is a light 3-weight. I just find these yarns very pretty. I originally bought these 2, gosh, a few years back also, and thought I would make some kind of a cowl or infinity scarf, like a short little infinity scarf. If that's enough yardage, I have no idea. How much yardage is in here even? 232 yards or 212 meters in each one of these. So possibly could make something with that. I have a Red Heart Roll With It melange. You know, I remember talking about how I haven't used Red Heart a whole lot, but I don't know why I didn't put the 2 and 2 together. I have used this Roll With It melange, if I'm saying that right, melange. I've used this a few times because I love the colorways and I do like this. It's not like the softest yarn, but it still is soft. And I really do like that. This is in the color Theater, and you can tell I did use a little bit of this one. It's very nice. Another thing I have here is Yarn Bee Sugar Wheel Cotton. I absolutely love Yarn Bee Sugar Wheel Cotton. I love the colorways, and it's just pretty. I don't know if they still sell these. Oh, I think Hobby Lobby still sells this one. This is the color, I believe, Nutmeg. Yes. Well, Nutmeg Nibbles. And it's really, really pretty colors. This is the only one I have of this right now. And then I have the Woodland Wisp colorway. Is that pretty? I don't even know. I love this. It's really beautiful. This is also the only colorway I have of this one. And I don't know if one of these is enough for a project. 335 yards. Yeah, something small. And it looks like I have some scrap yarn in here. I do not remember what kind. This is a tweed yarn. I don't remember what it is. The yarn label's not here, and it's kind of a mess. I think I'm going to leave this out and stick it with the rest of my scrap yarn. And then we have a Caron Simply Soft Tweeds. I love Caron Simply Soft Tweeds. It's very soft, very nice. It's so pretty, but this is the only skein I have of this one, so I'm not quite sure what I would make with that. All right, on to the next tote. I have a lot of yarn in my yarn stash. So hopefully when I get to the new place, I will have a better way of organizing this, because right now all my yarn's just thrown in. All right, so I have a lot of Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek Low Pill Fiber yarn. Here we have Purple Haze. It's very, very nice. I love the Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek. It's soft. I made a few shawls with this yarn. That's why I have so much here right now. I had a lot of leftovers that I kept. If I can find those pictures, I'll insert those. But this one, I can't see the colorway because the tag is ripped and taped over, but it's really pretty. And I have another Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek here. I really love those colors. Aha! I found the fifth one. Here's the other plum. This one is going to go back in the other tote, so it's with the other yarn. I knew I had a fifth one. Looks like we have a lot of Caron Simply Soft in this. This is a beautiful, beautiful color. What is this? Burgundy. And it seems like, I think I might have used some of this. I don't think it's a full skein. I do also have some in this charcoal heather color. I have some more here. I have, let's see, Country Blue. Yes, so I remember like a few years back, I made a lot of scarves with these Caron Simply Soft. And I bought this gray and blue because I thought I'm going to make my brother some scarves. And I never ended up getting around to it or having the time to do it. And then I stuffed this in totes and forgot I even had it. But yes, very nice yarn. Wow, looks like I have a lot of yarn. A lot of Caron Simply Soft. Here's another one. Some of the yarn labels are a mess and the yarn is kind of a mess falling out. So excuse that. This is in the color Dark Sage. And then this looks like a mess too. This one is Pistachio. Some pretty greens. I believe I bought these three colors for making small little Christmas projects like ornaments and things like that. And I'm pretty sure, even though the yarn label of this one is completely gone, that this is also Caron Simply Soft. It's one of the tweeds and it's chocolate brown. Oh, I love that. Isn't that gorgeous? I don't even remember what I was doing with that because it's not all there. I have a bunch of the Old Baby organic yarn. I got these in a Mary Maxim mystery bag. And I did give some of them away in giveaways. They're just so cute. I don't think I have any yellow left because I gave those away. And I gave a lot of blues. And I had some teals. I gave those away in giveaways. We have a Premier Serenity sock. Super fine weight. And the color, it just has a number for a color. So this is really, I got this at one of the craft stores way back. I don't even remember where I got it, but it's really pretty. And I thought I had a second one, not quite sure where I put that. Here is a Yarn Inspirations Pitons Hemster in the color Pewter. I got this also, I believe, in a Mary Maxim mystery bag. It's hemp and cotton, and it's not very soft at all, but it probably would make a good dishcloth or something. I have a lot of these from Hobby Lobby clearance sales in the past too. It is Stitch 101 Acetate. I've also given some away in giveaways. This is the color Charcoal. We have the color Sage and the color Deep Ocean. And I believe I have some in the next tote, some more of those. Oh, and this is gorgeous too. This is Yarn Bee Hue IQ, also at a Hobby Lobby clearance sale about 2-3 years back. And it's a super bulky 6. The color Mariella. And I loved these colors. I think I have one more of these somewhere. I thought it would make a beautiful like hat and scarf set. It's so pretty. So I'm trying to go through these at a decent pace so you guys aren't bored out of your minds. Now I do have some special yarn in here that I'm going to share with you a little bit later in the video. It's my favorite yarn that I have on hand. And here we are. It looks like I have more of the Mariella yarn that I was just showing you. And actually, these are all the Mariella. Ooh, I'm dropping the yarn. So I have 5 of these. I should put these in the other tote so they all stay together. These are just gorgeous. I actually forgot I had 5. I thought I only had like 2 or 3. Now I also had bought at that clearance sale the Yarn Bee Hue IQ Terracotta Cozy. So it's the same yarn, just a different color. And this reminds me so much of fall. Isn't that gorgeous? It might be hard to see because it seems like my background here is all this, it just kind of blends into the background. But it's beautiful, beautiful fall colors. And I wanted to make a hat and scarf set with this too. Now I'm going to be moving down south, so I may not need a hat and scarf set there. But I can gift it or donate it because I love making scarves. I have some Lion Brand Hometown yarn. I love Lion Brand Hometown yarn. I made a hat and scarf set with that a while back. Not in this colorway, but I want to. And I just loved it. This is Aspen Tweed. And I need to buy a few more skeins of this in order to make a project. Oh, I found another one of these. So I actually have also 5 in this colorway. And here are way more of those Stitch 101 acetates from, I have a mess, the Hobby Lobby clearance a while back. So I have 4 of these beautiful, gorgeous plum colors. Isn't that pretty? I haven't even done anything with it yet. What size is this? This is a 4 medium. To me, I always think this is more of like a 3 weight. But it says 4 medium. So I really got to figure out what to do with those. I have given some in giveaways. And yeah, I just have so much more. I also have it in the color Rose. And for some reason, I think I had a 4th one of these. And I must have used it. I think I used it in a stitch tutorial. And more of the color Sage. My yarn is not organized, so I'm hoping when I move it's going to be more organized. And I have 3 in the color Charcoal, which is just a beautiful, beautiful dark charcoal color. I also have some Yarn Bee Bambootiful yarn. This is in the color Rose. And some in the color Sea Green. And then one in the color Linen. And these, when I first bought these, I thought they would look so great in a project together because those colors are just beautiful. Looks like I have more Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek. I have it in the color Black. I don't crochet a lot with black, but I do have this on hand because I made this gorgeous, gorgeous like buffalo plaid Christmas blanket for my son and one for my husband a couple years back. Took me a long time, and it's a pattern by, I think it's Daisy Farms. Why am I forgetting? I will put that across the screen here for you, and then I'll link it below too in case you're curious, and if I can find the picture, I'll post that here. It was a beautiful blanket. All right, so now I have some Yarn Bee. This is also from Hobby Lobby clearance 2 or 3 years back. Cotton DK in the color Fog. And then also Cotton DK Indie color Celadon. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But I have 2 in the color Fog. I have 4 in this color. And this is kind of like a light teal. It's very pretty. A lot of this yarn I don't know what I'm going to do with yet. So hopefully I'll be able to find something. Alright, that's all we have in this room, so let's go ahead to the next. Alright, so we're back in my craft room, and before I get into all the yarn that's in here, I'm going to show you some of my favorite yarn in my yarn stash. This yarn is from Expression Fiber Arts, one of my favorite yarn companies. This yarn in particular is Sparkling Snow Luster Sport. So the color is Sparkling Snow, and it is just beautiful. I have not decided on a project for this yet. I believe I originally was going to do a shawl, but I cannot for the life of me remember what shawl I was going to do with this. So I'm hoping to be able to figure out what that was and start on this at one point. Here is some more yarn by Expression Fiber Arts. I find the colors just absolutely gorgeous. And I'm forgetting what yarn this was. This is also Luster Sport yarn. And I do not know the colorways of this because this came in a Oopsie mystery pack. And if you don't know about that, I'll link a video here that I did a while back on that. But it's just gorgeous. I find this is like a burgundy type color, and this is more of a gold color. My cats are being mischievous right now, so I had to go take care of that. But yes, these colors are so pretty. I don't even have a project in mind for them, but I really love it. So hopefully at one point I can figure that out. A lot of this yarn from them I've been holding on to for a few years, not having a project in mind. I did start using some of the yarn recently, and so if you've seen any of my recent videos, I'm making a beautiful shawl with some of it. I can link a video here if you'd like to see that and maybe insert a picture. But here are some more. Let's see. We'll start with this one. This is Pearlescent Worsted in the color Ocean Moon. Now some of these colorways I don't know that they have anymore because I've held on to it for so many years. I really find that beautiful. This one here is called Time Traveler for a colorway and is an Enduring Worsted weight yarn. And you can see all the gorgeous colors in there. Just beautiful. Oh, and one of my favorites, this is Luster Worsted in the colorway Autumn Lake. Look at this. You see those beautiful fall colors? Now I only have one of each of all of these, so I'm trying to figure out what to make for a project. This one is 200 yards. If you have anything in mind on what you can make with 200 yards of a sport weight yarn, let me know in the comments. But this, so gorgeous. So I've been holding on to that for a while, not knowing what to make with it. I have some more Expression Fiber Arts right behind me, so let's get that out. All right. So I've been holding on to this for a few years too. So this one is in Seacoast Fingering yarn, and the colorway is Bathic. This is like a purple color, like a dusty purple of some sort. Really pretty, and you see the wave in that yarn? It's nice. And the next one is White Cliffs. And then we've got Brave and Free. That is like a chocolate brown. So these three I thought look really pretty together. And so they have a knit shawl on their website. I think I have the pattern. I got it a while back. I bought this in mind to make that specific shawl, a knit shawl. But at the time, of course, I was afraid to knit a shawl, but now I'm getting more practice, so I'm hoping that soon I will be able to start this shawl.